Ever wish your dog would actually listen? You call their name and they just stare at you, or worse, run in the opposite direction. Trust me, you're not alone. Every dog owner has been there. But here's the good news. Training your dog doesn't have to be a struggle. In fact, with the right approach, it can be fun and even strengthen your bond with your pup. A well-trained dog isn't just easier to live with. They're also happier and more confident because they understand what's expected of them. And that's why today we're covering 5 commands every dog should learn to build a strong foundation for good behavior. Whether you just got a puppy or you have an older dog that needs some training, these commands will make life so much easier for both of you. We'll go step by step through 5 essential commands that every dog should know, including sit, stay, and come. Plus, I'll share some common mistakes to avoid and a simple trick to get your dog to listen every time. So, grab some treats, get comfy, and let's jump into the first command. Command number 1, sit. One of the first and most important commands every dog should learn is sit. It's the foundation for so many other commands and helps your dog learn patience and control. Plus, it's a great way to stop unwanted behaviors like jumping, excessive excitement, or pulling on the leash. A dog that understands sit is easier to manage in everyday situations, like waiting calmly before meals or before going outside. Why sit is important. Teaching sit isn't just about obedience, it's also about setting the stage for good manners and impulse control. Imagine a dog that jumps all over guests when they walk in or rushes out the door whenever it's opened. Teaching them to sit on command helps prevent those behaviors and makes life more enjoyable for both you and your pup. How to teach sit step by step. Get your dog's attention. Grab a small treat and let your dog sniff it. This will keep them focused on you. Raise the treat. Slowly lift the treat above your dog's nose. As they follow it with their eyes, their bottom will naturally lower. Say sit and reward. The moment their butt touches the ground, say sit clearly and give them the treat. Use hand signals. Some dogs respond well to a hand signal, like raising your palm up. This helps reinforce the command visually. Repeat and reinforce. Practice this several times a day in short, positive sessions. Keep training fun and stress-free. Common mistakes and how to fix them. Pushing the dog down. This can confuse or frustrate them. Instead, let them figure it out by following the treat. Repeating the command too much. Say sit once and wait. If you repeat it multiple times, they might think sit, sit, sit is the actual command. Skipping rewards too soon. Always reinforce good behavior, especially in the early stages. Eventually, you can phase out treats. Not practicing in different environments. Dogs need to learn to sit in various places, not just at home. Try practicing outside, at the park, or when guests arrive. Once your dog reliably sits on command, you'll have a solid foundation for other training. The next step? Teaching them to stay. Because what good is a sit if they pop right back up? Let's get into it. Command number 2, stay. Teaching your dog to stay is one of the most valuable skills they can learn. It helps with safety, patience, and impulse control. Whether you need your dog to stay put while opening the door, before crossing the street, or while guests arrive, this command is a game changer. Why stay is important. A well-trained stay can prevent accidents, like your dog running into traffic or jumping on people. It also encourages self-control, teaching them to wait until you say it's okay instead of acting on their impulses. A dog that understands stay is much easier to manage in everyday life, whether at home, on walks, or in busy public places. Imagine your dog sees a squirrel and is ready to bolt. A solid stay command can stop them in their tracks, keeping them safe. It also helps in situations like meal times, teaching your pup to wait patiently instead of begging or snatching food. How to teach stay, step by step. Start with sit. Your dog should already know sit before learning stay. Have them sit in front of you. Give the stay command. Hold your hand up like a stop sign and say stay in a firm but friendly tone. Take a step back. If your dog stays in place, return to them and reward immediately with a treat and praise. Increase distance and time. Gradually step farther away and increase the duration before rewarding. Start with just a few seconds and build up. Use a release word. Teach your dog when the stay is over with a release command like okay or free. Practice in different environments. Once your dog understands the command at home, try it in different places like the park or around distractions. Common mistakes and how to fix them. Starting with too much distance, begin with just one step back and slowly increase. If they move, reset and try again. Not rewarding quickly enough. Dogs need instant feedback. Reward as soon as they successfully stay. Forgetting the release word. Without a release cue, dogs won't understand when it's okay to move. Moving too fast. Build up the time gradually. If your dog struggles, go back to shorter stays and work up from there. Training only indoors. Dogs need to practice stay in various situations to truly understand it. A reliable stay takes patience, but once mastered, it's a lifesaver. The next step, teaching your dog to come when called, one of the most important commands for their safety. Let's get into it. Command number 3, come. Every dog owner's dream, calling your dog and having them come running immediately. Teaching come is one of the most essential skills for safety and control. Whether your dog is off-leash or about to chase a squirrel, a strong recall can prevent dangerous situations. Why come is important. A dog that responds instantly to come is easier to manage and much safer. Imagine your dog slips out of their leash or runs toward traffic. Being able to call them back can literally save their life. Plus, a reliable recall builds trust. The better your dog is at coming when called, the more freedom they can enjoy on walks, in open fields, or at home without constant supervision. How to teach come, step by step. Start in a quiet space. Begin in a distraction-free environment like your home or backyard. Use a happy, encouraging tone. Get low, open your arms, and say come in an upbeat voice. Avoid sounding angry. Your dog should associate it with something positive. Reward immediately. When they reach you, give a treat, a favorite toy, or lots of praise. Make it exciting and rewarding so they come every time. Increase distance gradually. Start a few feet away and slowly increase the distance over multiple sessions. Add distractions. Once consistent, practice in busier areas like the park. Never punish for coming. Even if they take their time, always reward them when they arrive. Punishment will make them avoid you next time. Common mistakes and how to fix them. Calling only for negative reasons. If come always means bath time or leaving the park, your dog will start ignoring you. Mix in positive recalls where they get rewarded. Chasing your dog. If they don't come, never chase them. Instead, turn away, act excited, and call them again. They'll be curious and follow. Using a stern voice. Recall should be fun. If you sound dull or strict, your dog won't be excited to come. Not practicing enough. Daily practice will reinforce the habit and make recall second nature. Training can be frustrating, but there's a super helpful program that simplifies the process. It's called Brain Training for Dogs, designed to boost your dog's brain power and make learning commands much easier. I've seen amazing results with it. Check the link in the description. Command number 4, leave it. Dogs are naturally curious, and sometimes that curiosity leads them to things they shouldn't have, like food on the ground, dangerous objects, or even your shoes. That's where leave it comes in. Teaching this command can prevent accidents, keep your dog safe, and stop them from grabbing things they shouldn't. Why leave it is important. Imagine you're on a walk and your dog spots a chicken bone on the ground. Without a solid leave it, they might swallow it before you even react. This command teaches impulse control, helping your dog resist the urge to grab anything that isn't meant for them. It's also useful indoors, whether it's stopping them from chewing furniture, picking up harmful items, or even leaving your dinner alone. A well-trained leave it can also help when interacting with other dogs or people. If your pup is too eager to approach something or someone, a quick leave it can stop them before they get too excited or overwhelmed. How to teach leave it, step by step. Start with a treat in your hand. Hold a treat in your closed fist and let your dog sniff it. Say leave it and wait. The moment they stop sniffing or pawing at your hand, reward them with a treat from your other hand. Repeat and reward. Keep practicing until they understand that leaving the treat alone earns them a better reward. Practice on the floor. Place a treat on the ground, cover it with your hand, and repeat the process. Reward them when they look away from it. Increase difficulty. Try with more tempting items, like toys or food, and practice in different environments. Common mistakes and how to fix them. Giving the treat they were told to leave. If you tell them, leave it, and then let them take it, they'll get confused. Always reward with a different treat from your other hand. Repeating the command too much. Say it once, then wait. Repeating leave it, leave it, leave it can weaken the command. Not practicing in real-life situations. Make sure to practice outside, during walks, or around distractions so your dog truly masters it. Skipping rewards too soon. Reinforce the behavior consistently before phasing out treats. Using leave it inconsistently. Always follow through with the command. If your dog ignores it sometimes and gets away with it, they won't take it seriously. A well-trained leave it can save your dog's life and keep them out of trouble. Now that we've mastered impulse control, let's move on to a command that helps with calm behavior. Command number 5, down. If you want a dog that's calm and well-mannered, teaching them down is a must. This command helps with relaxation, prevents jumping, and makes your dog easier to manage in public places. It's also one of the best ways to reinforce self-control and patience. Why down is important. A dog that knows down is less likely to jump on people, lunge at distractions, or act hyperactive. It's especially useful when guests arrive or when you need your dog to settle in busy environments like cafes, restaurants, or vet clinics. Down can also help nervous dogs feel more secure. A dog that willingly lies down in new places is showing trust and confidence in their surroundings. It teaches them that relaxing is a reward and helps curb overexcitement. In practical situations, down is useful for keeping your dog in one place while you handle tasks. Whether you're eating at a restaurant patio, greeting a visitor at the door, or waiting at the vet's office, a dog that understands down will be calmer and more patient. How to teach down, step by step. Start with your dog in a sit position. This makes it easier for them to transition into lying down. Use a treat to lure them. Hold a treat near their nose, then slowly move it down toward the ground between their front paws. Wait for them to lie down. As soon as their elbows touch the ground, say down and give them the treat. Repeat and reward. Practice in short sessions, gradually increasing the time they stay in position before rewarding. Add a release command. Use a word like okay or free to signal when they can get up. Common mistakes and how to fix them. Pushing your dog down. This can make them uncomfortable or resistant. Instead, use the treat to guide them. Moving the treat too fast. If your dog struggles to follow, slow down and let them figure it out at their own pace. Not practicing in different situations. Train down at home first, then in places with distractions to reinforce the behavior. Skipping the release command. Your dog should learn to stay down until you say they can get up. Expecting immediate success. Some dogs take longer to learn down than others. Be patient and keep training sessions positive and rewarding. With patience and consistency, your dog will learn to lie down on command, making life so much easier. Now, let's wrap things up with a quick recap and next steps. By now, you've learned the 5 essential commands every dog should know. Sit, stay, come, leave it, and down. These aren't just tricks. They're the foundation of good behavior, a stronger bond with your dog, and a happier home. But remember, training doesn't happen overnight. Consistency is key. Keep sessions short, positive, and fun. Dogs learn best when they feel rewarded and encouraged, so celebrate the small wins and stay patient. If your dog struggles with a certain command, don't get discouraged. Just take a step back and keep practicing. If you ever feel stuck or frustrated, don't worry. You're not alone. Training can be challenging, but there's an amazing program that can help. Brain Training for Dogs is designed to make training easier and help your dog learn even faster. I've seen incredible results with it, and I highly recommend checking it out. The link is in the description. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more dog training tips. And let me know in the comments, which command does your dog struggle with the most? I'd love to help. Thanks for watching and happy training.